Hello community, so again this is another video about the ever increasing growing amount of Android consoles. Now this one right now is just kind of like a rumor. It's kind of like, well, sources had said, but there's no actually like official concrete evidence. But at the same time, this makes absolute sense. So for those who don't know, it's being reported that Amazon is developing an Android console to have it out by the end of the year. More importantly, to have it out by Black Friday. Now, this is one of those cases where people are wondering how long would it be before one of the big retailers or one of the big companies decide to get involved with making an Android console. Now, you're asking, why hasn't Google made a console? Well, Google has issues right now. And the issue Google has, it's kind of like Microsoft had in the 90s, is that they're getting too big. When you get to a certain point, as a tech company, you get so big where you get really close to stretching the edges of, antitrust, which is what Google is having a lot of issues with in several countries right now, is that if Google were to release their own console, they would have a lot of antitrust issues. By actually developing the software, they're not releasing the console, they're just licensing the software. It's a little bit easier to get around that. So in this case, Amazon is reportedly developing an Android console. Now you're saying, why would Amazon do this? Well, first of all, Amazon, a lot of people thought, like, for example, the Kindle would be dead after the iPad came out because it had an e-reader on it. Well, guess what? It didn't. They kept adding stuff to the Kindle, and the Kindle is wildly successful. You go to Amazon, it's on the front page, right? My son wants a Kindle Fire HD for Christmas, not an iPad. He just thinks it's cool. But it makes sense in a sense for Amazon because Amazon can develop the console, Amazon can market the console, and Amazon can sell the console on their site. Let's be honest. We all go to Amazon all the time. We look at stuff on there, right? They can put it on the front page. There'll be awareness of it. People will know about it. It won't get buried like Anuya or other things would. That so many people go to Amazon that they would notice the console. Now, the one advantage, again, Amazon has is they do have their marketplace on there, and they do have exclusive games for their devices. They're able to have a huge library on this device from the get-go, unlike other people, games that people know. And this is an advantage that Amazon has. Amazon is a big company. They can put a lot of money behind it, and a lot of people would probably buy it if they saw it on their front page. But again, I think a lot of people made this point in the comments that I must point out here, is that a lot of people go, why would I buy an Android console if I have an Android smartphone? I can do this on my smartphone, unless you want to obviously do it in front of your TV set. Why do this when I can already probably do most of these games on a tablet? This is the point. The problem with too many consoles coming out, this type, tablets and such, is that there's so many other devices to play these games. You don't need this device. It's only if there's enough people who are interested in this type of device that they choose Amazon over the others. And how big is this market? I don't know. Again, the at-home Android console is much different than a tablet. It's much different than a smartphone. It's much different than a home console. People perceive it that way. What does this thing do different? Now, what can Amazon put on this, you say, besides games? Well, obviously, they have their Amazon Video and stuff they could put on there where you could buy videos, rent movies. They have things. They could tie this to their website in a lot of ways just besides video games, so that you would have a multiple purpose device, whereas Ouya and these other devices would have a harder time doing that because they're a smaller company trying to, just trying to get above water with the game side, where Amazon can add so many other things to it where people might be interested in it. Who aren't interested in the traditional home console? Who aren't interested in getting a tablet? Or maybe they want to play their tablet game or their smartphone game on a little device hooked up to the TV. An Amazon console, if they make it, would make sense. So what do you think about Amazon making a game console? Are you interested in it? Would you be more interested in it if it added Amazon Video and other stuff? I mean, obviously, if this is their console, to me it would almost make sense to have somehow to buy anything you want from Amazon off the console. Would you be interested because you like the marketplace, or would you not be interested at all? You have other devices that do it, you don't care. I would love to hear your guys' comments below, and I will talk to you again soon.